Dear students, in the previous video lectures, we have discussed about introduction about theory of computation, and then we discussed about finite automata. Under finite automata, we had DFA, NFA, and the extension of NFA, epsilon NFA, and even the conversion from NFA to DFA and epsilon NFA to DFA. And what we learnt there was, if there is a machine, how I can bring automata. Now, various languages we are having. Whatever the language we are having in our engineering, especially when we represent in theory of computation, we can just bring state diagram for that languages. But what is the grammar? The grammar includes some regular expressions. So, step by step we are going to discuss regular language, context-free language, recursive language, recursively enumerable language. I am just recalling one by one. Regular language, it's having its own grammar. Context-free language, it has its own grammar. And then we do have recursively and recursively enumerable language with its grammar. So, when we represent grammar, what is mathematical expression? Here comes. The regular expression is a symbolic notation used to define set of all strings in the regular language. Whatever the regular language we use to draw the diagram of DFA or NFA, we are going to give some symbolic notations that is nothing but regular expression. We will discuss some examples also. These regular expressions are algebraic expression of the language, which usually we represent in DFA or NFA, even in epsilon NFA. We do have three major expressions, symbols, but when we bring four, let us see one by one. Union is one of the basic operator, and we used to represent this operator as plus, that is this or this. Consider a language A and B. I can represent A or B. I need A or I need B, any one. But what is regular expression for that? It is A plus B. Don't bring it is mathematical addition. If I say A plus B, it indicates A or B, any one. I am going to express this as R is equal to A plus B. That R stands for regular expression. How usually we will draw the diagram? Diagram will be like this. A comma B we draw. So there are many symbols, carefully listen. A comma B, that indicates A or B, that indicates A plus B. All are one and the same. A comma B is in the diagram. A or B is an English representation. A plus B is the regular expression. What do you mean by A plus B? Either A or B. So we are going to represent in a different diagram. Something like this. This state diagram is for A, or this state diagram is for B. You can take either A path or B path. Where is starting, sir? I will bring one starting and I will bring one ending. This is what. I will bring one starting. Go in this path, I got A, or go in this path, I got B. This is starting, this is ending, final state. Sir, how to connect? Just to connect, but no more input. So we do have epsilon as our strong hand symbol. Epsilon, that indicates no input. Okay. So from starting A or B, what is expression? A plus B. This symbol is nothing but union. I do have concatenation, which means one after other. I used to say one after other. Consider the language A comma B. We used to represent A B most of the time. But when you write as an expression A dot B, most of the time we won't write dot. It's understood. A dot B or without a dot AB, both are one and the same. How to do the diagram? I am having an initial state A. Once A is completed, then only I will go to B. Remember, I used to say A after B, one after other. So this is the state diagram for concatenation. Okay, A dot B. Previously we discussed union, now it is concatenation. Next we are having Kleene star, which is called the star operator. If I have a language A, double value, triple value, four value, dot dot dot, up to any number of values, without any value called epsilon, which means empty, then how to represent the whole language with a simple symbol A star. This star indicates Kleene star. Usually we will say star. When we draw the diagram, we used to draw self loop most of the time. What that indicates? A, 3 A's, 4 A's, that is what. Now this is the starting as well as this is the ending. So without going loop also it can complete. That is what empty. If it is empty, suddenly it will enter into the last state. With 1A also it will enter, 2A also it will enter. Sir, without this epsilon, minimum 1A is required. What is that I should do? We call it as Kleene plus. What is that Kleene plus? Which indicates the same star operation but without this particular epsilon. That is minimum 1A is required. But how to draw the diagram? This diagram is representing minimum 1A as well as empty. The symbol is A plus. The diagram is something like this. See, this is the initial state. Without any input, you cannot reach a final state. At least 1A is required, called minimum 1A. This is the first A, and then second A, third A, like this it will continue. So remember, A star, A plus. Most of the time we won't follow A plus, okay. Three operators are very important: union, concatenation, star. Let us have all three at the same time. Then what is the precedence rule? Consider three expressions like x, y, z. Let us have x, y plus z. That is a concatenation operation dot here. X dot y plus z. What I should do? Always you should prefer x dot y first. Then only you should go for plus. Okay. Concatenation first, then union. Now in case if I have many unions, what I should do? Always prefer from the left hand side. First you do left hand side union, then you go for right hand side union. Precedent rule is from left for the same operator. It is applicable for union also, concatenation also. So if I have three operations at the same time, there is a union, there is a star, there is a concatenation. What you should do? First you complete star, then you complete concatenation, then you come for union. So remember, star, then concatenation, then union. That's what we store. Always star operator takes the first precedence. So the highest precedence is going to star operation. Then we will go for concatenation, that is dot operation. Then I will go for union, that is plus. So highest priority order I have given here. So we'll have some simple problem here. Design a regular expression. Write a regular expression for the following language over A's and B's. String that consists of any number of A's. There is no restriction. Any number of A's. 1A, 2A, 3A. Then this is A star. Always we represent A star. Any number of A's including 0A also. Okay, this is the expression. See the next problem. Set of strings of A's and B's of any length. Any length means you can have A power n, something like this. Okay. A or B. A and B means either A or B. Hello sir, only one. But I need any length. So go for star. Okay. So any number of times you can prefer. Set of all string that starts with BBA. Starting must be BBA. Okay. Ready. Starting must be BBA. What about ending? Ending can be anything. Either A or B. So what is the symbol? A or B. A plus B. One time, any number of time. Any number of time. Okay. What this indicates? Starting must be BBA. Ending can be anything. Anything in the sense either A or B and any number of times. Or, so any number of times. So plus, this plus indicates or. This star indicates any number of time. Set of all string which has a substring BBA. What do you mean by substring? Starting can be anything. Ending can be anything, but it has a substring. So substring BBA, starting can be anything, either A or B, any number of times. Ending also A or B, any number of times. Sir, why only A and B? Why not zeros and ones? Let us have the same problem with zeros and ones. Set of all string that begins with 110. So beginning with 110, ending can be anything, 0 plus 1 star, which means any number of time is star. Set of all string that contains 1011. Contains in the sense, substring in the sense, same meaning. Okay, it has. Starting can be anything, ending can be anything. Starting 0 or 1, so 0 plus 1 star. Ending also anything, 0 or 1 star. Set of all string that contain 3 ones as a substring, 1, 1, 1. Starting can be anything, ending can be anything. So obviously 0 or 1 star. Ending also 0 or 1 star. Substring is 111. Can I have even number of zeros, which means 2 zeros? Can I have odd number of ones, which has 3, 5, even 1 also? Okay. What I should do? It consists of 2 values, even number. Star means multiples. 2, 4, 6, 8. That is what even number of zeros. Followed by odd number of ones. If I put this term, it indicates even number of ones only. That is 2, 4, 6, 8. But I need odd numbers. Add extra 1. That is what. So 2 plus 1, 3. 1, 2 plus 1, 3. 2 times if you take 4 plus 1, 5. Like that it continues. Okay. We have discussed various regular expressions such as union, concatenation, Kleene star. These three are very important, and even Kleene plus. And we also discussed precedence rule, and I gave just some simple problems here as a recap. Thank you.